Hello, and welcome to your midweek getaway. I'm Stephanie Harrison. I'm a certified mindfulness instructor. I'm hoping that you've snuck away for just a few minutes and you're taking a little bit of time for yourself and making you a priority right now. So welcome. We're going to talk about productivity this week and this idea of productivity during quarantine. What we feel we should or shouldn't be doing while we are finding ourselves with all this unexpected time on our hands. I've read a lot and really kind of been inundated with this idea of now that you've got all this time, maybe you should learn a new language, learn a new skill, be super creative with your kids, baking, cooking, be the ideal work-at-home employee. And you may find yourself in this feeling a little bit overwhelmed, unmotivated, and I fear that some people may even be labeling themselves as lazy because they're not sure why they're not doing all of these things when they have this excessive time on their hands. Well, let's be honest here, folks. We are going through a collective trauma. We are finding ourselves in a situation that is unprecedented. All of us are going to deal with it very differently. Some are going to find themselves very animated and full of energy, and others are going to want to just curl up on a couch with a book and just kind of allow things to process differently. And so the last thing I want any of us to be doing with these expectations, if you want to call them that, is feeling shame. Shaming ourselves in a time of trauma and uncertainty and extremely difficult moments. So I'm going to offer up a couple of suggestions. One is get off social media. Give yourself a digital break. And the next one is this mindfulness practice that I have developed for us today. It is 3 parts. The first one is going to be about letting go of the expectations, this idea of what we should and shouldn't be doing during quarantine. The next part of this practice is then finding a sense of ease. And in this sense of ease, opening up some space. And then we're going to fill this space with things like self-compassion, self-love, kindness, lowering some of these expectations that we've put on ourselves. Let's get started. Finding ourselves in our mindful bodies, upright but relaxed, sense of integrity as we sit, planting our feet on the floor if we're sitting in a chair. And then finding our eyes softening and closing, or just lowering your gaze if that's more comfortable. Taking a collective breath in and out. Allowing your brow to soften, your jaw to relax. Let gravity pull you into your seat just a little bit more. Shoulders dropping maybe 1/4 inch. Finding a natural rhythm in your breath. As we bring up this idea of expectations, You may feel yourself tighten in an area of your body, maybe your shoulders, your neck, your chest. Allow yourself to be with that sense of expectation and where you find it manifesting in your body. And then breathe into that space. Imagine your breath going to that area of tightness. Really honoring that sense that you feel within your physical being. Not judging it, just being with that feeling or that sensation. And then breathing in, and as you exhale, let it go. And as you breathe in again, feel it where it exists in your body. And then with your exhale, let it go. And now just notice where you're at with those sensations. Maybe your shoulders feel like they've dropped a little bit more. Maybe your neck feels a little bit softer. Maybe nothing at all. Again, find that place where those expectations are existing in your physical being. And take an inhale, send it to that area. And then as you exhale, let it go. Now, with this new sense of ease that you might be feeling, allow some space to open up around that sense of ease, where the tightness or the expectations were before. Notice if the space is small or vast. And just be with that sense of ease. Be with that space within you. Breathing in and out. Finding a natural rhythm. And now let's fill this space. Let's fill this space with self-compassion, kindness, self-love, forgiveness. You may even repeat these phrases to yourself. I am enough. I am coping exactly how I should be. May I have expectations that are in alignment with my natural way of being. And allow that to settle. And just notice if anything is shifted, if anything feels a little bit lighter. Now go ahead and bring your attention back to your breath. Feeling the air enter your nose and exit the end of your nose. One more collective breath together with a deep, beautiful inhale and a collective exhale. In this time of collective trauma, may we also find a collective peace. Now slowly opening your eyes, lifting your gaze as you come back to the room. Welcome back. I will leave some tips for you to be able to do this on your own. And I hope that this practice is leaving you feeling just a little bit more comfortable with how you are choosing to deal in this situation. And that however you're choosing to cope and deal with our current circumstances, it's all working, and you should be proud of yourself. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Wednesday.